LA, dropped the record, went on probably a 2-3 year hiatus. So,
you know I'm fucking with all that. You know my format. Hit it and fall back. It's like nothing has changed. I need some more of that. Ever lost somebody? Swear you got me craving you.
My name is Fresco. I'm from Sacramento, California. You know, Sacramento, small town, man. I love it though. It's slower, so I get a little bit more time to think and, you know, plot out my next couple steps. But, you know, family oriented. That's where all my people's from. Went to school, high school, K through 12. But yeah, go Sac Kings.
Gotta take the joy with the pain. You got that way, but can you stand the rain? Even on the jet, you ain't fly with a lane. Got your heart broke, but that's just part of the game. I know you got your heart broke, you will never feel the same.
What made me move from Sac to Los Angeles? So I went to college. So in 2010, that's when I moved. Went to Cal State Long Beach, got that full college experience. But the main reason I got accepted to a lot of different colleges. I came to LA because, you know, I'm passionate about music, so definitely wanted to be in this area. So, man, I got to live it up, experience the real college experience, and definitely something I'll tell my kids when I grow up.
Running game on me. Tell your TT and your fam, quit playing with me. I'm in that V12, hit the gas, ain't no latency. You know it ain't no wait on me.
Who inspired me to be an artist? Weezy F Baby. That's my dog, man. I met him 4 times. Crazy. He never remembered me any time of the times, but whatever. So yeah, Lil Wayne, that's my inspiration. As a kid, I literally repeated and learned every song word for word. That's probably why I'm able to rap today. So yeah, I mean, Wayne inspired me. He was a crazy punchline, metaphor king. Bro just had the swag back in that time. He was just a pioneer for a lot of different things, from the melodic rap to, you know, I was never in the streets, but, you know, we all admired just how he moved and talked crazy and was just super controversial. So, I don't know, it was just a kid's idol for me. Wayne was that guy. So, yeah, after that, I always wanted to be him, and that's why I got myself in the music industry, trying to be Lil Wayne, goddamn.
Felt your feelings change, trying to refrain from loving somebody. I wasn't in all of that. You know what it is, even not pretend. I know that you mad.
My experience making my first song, so this is crazy. So I was a hooper. I was in the 8th grade, so I've been doing music for a long time, 12 years old. My mom actually let me skip basketball practice to go to the studio to record my first song. So one of my big homies, shout out B Smooth, he was my barber at the time too. Side note, I was at the barbershop freestyling one time, and he looked at my mom like, he rap? She like, I guess so. And he was like, man, I need him to come get on my album. And at the time, Smooth had it going in the city, so it was big for me to even be able to get in the recording studio, hear myself on the mic. I would still write my lyrics on a paper pad. It was real old school. And yeah, it was, man, it's something I'll never forget. And he put his album out and published it on, at that time, it was on actual compact disc. It wasn't on Spotify, nothing like that. So we had physical discs. We was going to festivals, passing them out. So I got to experience that young of just, you know, seeing how the music scene was as far as marketing and all that. But it was dope. It was crazy. I was one of those kind of like kids that would listen to a lot of weird shit too. Like I liked hip hop, R&B and all that, but I would listen to pop, rock. I just had a really good ear for melody. So if it felt good to me, I was genre heavy on all genres. Like it didn't really matter. I think the only genre I didn't really get into was, I don't even know. I listened to everything, so yeah. I definitely had a lot of transitions and different stages of creating music. When I started, I definitely was a bar head. Like I was on bars. Like I said, Wayne was my inspiration, so always trying to come up with the next melody. Like I remember one, I was we was in the high school commons, and the whole basketball team was there, and I just kicked the freestyle. I don't remember the whole freestyle, but one of the bars I said, I was like, I'm all about the ladies like Mother's Day, and they went crazy. So like what I'm saying, I was a bar heavy head kid, and once I got to LA, and I started listening to like Ty Dolla $ign, and Drake was out at the time, and it was just like a different shift. And like I say, the melody is what moved me energy-wise. So I start kind of shifting into, let me catch the hottest melody rather than writing the hottest bar. And that's how I started to shift. Now, I'm actually trying to find my way back to the rap space, because now I'm so melody heavy. But yeah, definitely had a good balance. And now I'm more so just trying to make hits. And melody pretty much is the hit maker concept, for sure.
Only thing that matters, it don't change up when we leave. We can wake up, we gon' talk about it after. Everything I lost, it's insane. Put respect on your name. Girl, I guarantee you gon' know that you a fan.
Yeah, how me and PA met 5+ years ago through a mutual friend. He had actually pulled up to have a business meeting with her, and I just came outside, just to see what was going on. I had never met him, and she was like, I met a business partner. He wants to put me on different, opportunities to make some bread. So I'm like, let me walk outside, see what this dude is all about. So I walked out, pulled up in a Camaro, no back seat. I'm opening the door, let her in. I shake his hand, what's going on? He introduced himself. And then I'm looking at her like, you good? He looking at me like, bro, you trying to go too? I'm like, what the fuck? So I just hopped in the car. I had nothing to do. Man, this dude was so cool. We get in the studio. He actually took us to the studio. And I told him I did music on the way. We was exchanging records, playing records. And what's so funny is when we got to the studio, the whole meeting that he was supposed to have with our friend shifted. It became me and his whole studio session. And from that day forward, I think we recorded a song that night. And from that day, it was pretty much history. And now we here today. It's my dog, my brother, my ace. Love you, nigga. It's my dog.
I notice when you wake up in the morning, girl, you demonstrate that you don't need no filters on your camera. Listen, real love don't call, not a thing, but we can't control everything. Don't let go and let God write the next chapter. Let God write the next chapter. Have you felt your feelings change, trying to refrain from loving somebody?
Everybody wants to know my process of making music, which actually, now that I see a lot of artists creating, it's actually emulating what I've actually been doing for a long time with PA. And really, we pull up the record and we just hit record 3 times. We do 3 passes. And we chop suey, we cut down all the dope passes, all the dope melodies, which he's really good at actually arranging the melodies into a record, if you know what I mean by that. And then we step away from it, come back, preferably in the daytime, and then we put the words together. And it's crazy because when we first started, the first 10, 50, 20 records, we couldn't really get a lot of words at first. Now that we 100+ in, words come instantly. And really, we write half the record with the passes, and then we'll come back and finish it. So it's dope, man. It's been a really dope experience. I've actually learned a lot. And yeah, y'all gonna hear it in a minute. Don't even worry about it. Y'all gonna hear this shit. Shit dope. The record that you guys have been listening to is called Lost and Found. We're really going into a genre that I don't believe has been done yet called alternative R&B, where we're switching the drums up, but still have that R&B feel, R&B melody, R&B chords. And it's crazy because I've been in this weird phase of music where I can't really understand my own music of like which way I want to go. He hit me with this is some alternative R&B shit. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So we're gonna run with that. The title of the record is called Lost and Found, which is really a reflection of my life and what I've been through. And yeah, it's a good song. So I put out my first record when I was 12, but when I moved to Los Angeles, I would refer to this also as like a first record because it was in this jurisdiction, which it was called Popular. It went super viral, millions of views. It was more of a LA sound that I started with, super melodic rap. And now, I've kind of taken a hiatus, and me and PA, we putting together, like I said, this new wave of music, which is called alternative R&B. And now that I'm going into this new genre, which we're calling alternative R&B, and the title of the record is called Lost and Found, when I did put out that first record that went viral, it kind of boxed me in just a little bit. I gained a lot of good resources and had a really good experience with that record. But that's not all I wanted. I wanted to get higher. I wanted my ceiling. I didn't want a ceiling. So now we're trying to get into a more worldwide crowd, worldwide sound, world music. So this would be actually identifying the title, which is called Lost and Found. So I came into LA, dropped the record, went on probably a 2-3 year hiatus, and now me and him are actually bringing it back in. So we're found now. We got the genre, we got the music. It's worldwide based. It's not any type of cap on that. So y'all go stream Lost and Found. New record coming on the way. Shout out London. Shout out Chizuko. Shout out P. Shout out the whole gang, man. Fresco G. Make sure y'all go follow me on every platform. FrescoG.Santana. And we live, baby. We on the way. Stay tuned.
You got that wet, but can you stand the rain? Even on the jet, you ain't fly with a lane. You got your heart broke, but that's just part of the game.
Yeah, roll, sound.